what has this pandemic taught you, Bumps? I know we're kind of like coming out of it, but what has this pandemic taught you?
That's a phenomenal question. I don't want to sound like conspiracy theorist.
Go ahead.
I guess my trust in, our government is probably plummeted, but that was not really anything different. I never,
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, I think just in full transparency, what it did, if anything, what was more evident was how vulnerable we are. And I mean that just just from a humanity standpoint, like, and how, over, the thousands of years, I guess, since we've existed, how many times they've had to deal with that, and how just like how certain viruses and, have wiped out entire civilizations. And I would say that was the one thing that, really was like burnt and ingrained in my mind. Because you can plan, you could stock up on your pantry and buy water and toilet paper. It doesn't, like, you can be rich, you know what I'm saying? But like something like a virus, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it could get anybody, sort of, you know what I mean? So, how vulnerable we are, which obviously being a Christian, it made me kind of reflect and think about God, like how this whole joint is in the palm of his hand, So yeah, I would say that would be the thing that stood out to me the most.
That's
Same.
good.
Yeah. Same.
You guys thought I was gonna put the tinfoil hat on and go full blown Alex Jones on you.
No, I agree with you, man. I had a 43-year-old cousin die this past October. He was scheduled to be married in February to the love of his life. Had two growing businesses, like $500,000 home. Caught it. Boom. 2 weeks later, it's like that's it.
I'm so
and
sorry.
So for me, no, I appreciate that. Listen, he was saved. Loved the Lord, gave his life to the Lord. But it was a revelation of mine as well. It was like, man, that's why we do what we do, because we don't get to pick how much time, and you don't know what it is. Healthy, brother, nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Super strong. And it's just like, God's timing is his timing. So it's important that we're diligent about the call on our life. So that's another reason why we appreciate you doing what you do, like through life and through the changes and through the family and through kids and the ups and downs. Like you've still been grinding. So it's like, we're excited to have you on here today, like sharing your story. For real. And we're ready for this heat on Friday.
Yeah, we are.
Ready for the heat.
Last one, Buffs, and I'm gonna get you out of here. I definitely want to know, what's it like working with so many great lyricists? Like, I'll be honest with y'all. Be honest with you, and you know this already. Like,
man,
the God Over Money camp, it's different, bro. Like, let's be very clear. This is like
very different.
Every bar there's like, I would love to know, man, when y'all all have the opportunity to kind of like be in an area, in a space together. What does that look like with y'all creating music with so many, man, listen, y'all got so many metaphors y'all all bring, so many different lines. I mean, listen, what is that like, man?
What is that? What is that?
I would say humbling for sure. It's almost like it reminded me a couple of days ago, my son we thought we had missed football signups, right? And long story short, he's real small for his size. It's always been kind of like up again. They put him in a league with older kids, helmet on, and it was like this big ordeal where, I could see he was scared, he was nervous. And hopefully you could kind of follow where I'm going with this. Like, other than it's like, how did I trick these guys into thinking I was good enough to be here? But it really does make you, like I was telling my son, like this will make you, you're going to be 10 times the football player you would have been playing with this. And that's what it really is, being in it's humbling, but like you can't help but be better and be your best at all times, knowing that like you will get washed at any given moment if you don't come correct on a record, because how talented these guys are.